Why, I tell you what, a space sandbox survival game with a very interesting twist. You're gonna die, and there's nothing you can do about it. Thank you guys for coming back to another episode of Cobra TV, and today we got a developer interview with Maruti Games, who is developing a space survival. It seems like a space survival game. We're gonna know here soon enough, and it's called Antarix, and it looks like it's a game similar to Empyrean Galactic Survival and Planet Nomads, but looks can be deceiving. So we're gonna deep dive into this game and ask Coder Bana, who's on the call with us here today, all about it. How you doing, Coder Bana?
Hi, I'm doing good. Thanks.
That's good. That's good. Real quick, so we know what kind of game we're dealing with here. Tell us about your game.
Yeah, this game is actually it started as a idea of an MMO game because I am really into strategy and MMO games. So
okay.
I really like them. And we were developing it. Then came a stage where we wanted to have some assets like buildings and spaceships. And while developing them, then we got into a lot of budgeting problems. And then we required that if we require 10 buildings, and in future we need to increase them to 20, we have to handmade all of them. So that's when we started taking ideas from space engineers, Empyrean and similar games, that using blocks we can make any number of buildings, we can generate them from the server side, and that's how the game came into existence with base building features. So it is basically a small MMO with all other users also playing, but not in a live condition. Like it's like No Man's Sky type of MMO features where other players are also playing, but they are not simultaneously on a server instance.
Okay.
Yeah, and it have base building, resource gathering, all that, planets. You can scavenge, you can mine, you can hunt, you can explore large space and number of sectors. And the most important thing is the mission system that makes it really different from all other games.
A mission system?
Yeah. Because
tell me more about that.
Yeah, because we have blocks. That means we can make dynamically from the server side. We can create buildings, we can create structures, and we can create ships and all that. So mission system is the idea that I have taken from, you can say, from Elite Dangerous, that when users will go to the space stations, they will get missions, but these missions will be created from the server side from by our developers, and they will have a special kind of language from that and an editor. From that they can create dynamically buildings and all that, and they can place anywhere depending on the mission, and this mission will be available to the players. And because it is created dynamically from the server, and it will have language like place a building here, then spawn some enemies here, spawn an enemy commander here, spawn a boss here, and then nav points like go here, then another nav point, second number, then nav point, third number. So basically an entire mission can be created as a script. This way we can each week give new missions to the players, and each month a few community events. So this is mission system is the basic deal that will create this MMO like feature and separate this base building game from other base building games.
Sounds very interesting. Did I hear you say bosses?
Yeah. Because there will be powerful. We are creating some models that we will use as a bosses. That will be like connected to our lore. That will be some factions, some powerful bosses. To fight with them, you have to really earn a lot of money, have good weapons, and a lot of ammunition actually.
Okay, so so we have missions.
Yeah.
Is there a like an underlining story to this, or is it just going to be like a sandbox survival mission based game?
Yeah, it will be sandbox survival mission based games. It will be like a mixture of base building games plus Elite Dangerous, so that you have something to do in the base other than base building. You can build bases, but then what to do? So my idea was to that you build bases, and there is a certain feature that we are trying to do. After that, you can build certain number of bases, clear out other users' bases, and then capture a planet. When you capture a planet, you will be marked that some kind of lord of that planet. So this planet will belongs to you and your friends, whatever a clan type of you will create. And in few weeks, or let's say in a month, there will be a dynamic created. Certain planets will be of certain clan and certain planets will be of certain clan. Okay, so all these buildings and bases are you making are basically for capturing the planets, capturing the moons and all that. And doing the missions, actually what doing the missions give you, they give you a lot of experience, lot of new drops or weapons that you will be using in future. When the real fight begins, it's like server end idea of an MMO. Like server is ending, some great community event is going to happen, and all of players will have to die actually. In the last, everyone will die, but it depends who will die last and who will gain lot of experience. And the clan and the players with the maximum experience will win the server. So this is how the game differentiates from the other block building games. It will have something to do other than just build your base. You are preparing for a end event, basically.
So you're preparing for the end.
Yeah.
Okay, so so you said everybody's not on the same server. So I'm in a game by myself.
Yeah.
But there are other people. I'm really kind of confused. It's a single player?
It's single player, but everybody is actually fetching and saving data to a single server. So So
all of our stats are going to the single server.
So basically, you are in a persistent universe. So if so, this is the persistent universe idea is good. Like there is a planet, and if everyone is mining there, because it's a single universe. What we can do, we can just clear all the resources from a planet from the server, and the next time you go to that planet, there will be no more resources. It's gone. It's harvested.
Okay.
Yeah.
So pretty much, I'm preparing for the end.
Yeah.
I'm doing missions. I'm getting stuff.
Yeah.
I'm building a base, trying to survive. But inevitably, I'm going to die.
Everybody is.
Right. Everybody's going to die. And when that happens, we start a new game, right?
Yeah. When it clears, we start a new game. And when the new game starts, old king of the empire, every sector is being removed, and the older people, the earlier server people who won, will be the new king. And next time, all missions and all events will be the stories of all the new events and the new missions will revolve around them actually. While for the first time when game will start, it will revolve around the standard lore that we had created earlier.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So there's going to be a sort of like a leaderboard, right?
Yeah.
You can look and see who's survived the longest or the best, or
it's basically based on the experience. Whatever you do, whatever missions you do,
okay.
You are just getting experience, and the more you are playing, the more your experience is, and your rank will increase.
That sounds interesting. It really does. It's a really unique take on the survival space genre.
Yeah, I played a lot of strategy games, and that's why I love this idea. So I always wanted to integrate it into something that other than base building, other than fighting, there must be a reason for you to fight, because in strategy games we do that. We prepare for the end actually. In every strategy game, we prepare for something big.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Do you have plans in the future to have like co-op, like two people helping survive and getting points together?
Yeah. If you go into website, and if anybody goes, all these features are written there. And the last feature is multiplayer, that is planned in future. And we are also testing out servers, but because this is all so complicated and time consuming, that's why we released this earlier survival chapter with very limited features. This is just a single mission. You can understand that this survival chapter that we have released is just a single mission that can be created from the server. And these type of missions you will get. And so we can decide on which planet, on what type of environment. We can even change the weather for the particular mission on any planet. We can change the enemies, number of enemies you are going to get, and all that.
Okay, all right. So, how big is the planet that we're on? Is it life size or is it an enclosed map?
No, what are we dealing with? It's a closed map because we have tried the dynamic generation type thing, but we are not that successful right now. So what we did for the survival chapter at least, and the planets are like 20 square kilometers. They are big, but they are closed.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense for like a timed event, like you're preparing for the end, for it to be like this big, giant, explorable planet.
I also wanted,
so that's a good decision.
Yeah, you are right. I also wanted them to actually find things. If planet is too big, like I play No Man's Sky, the planets are so huge. If I put some interesting fact, like say 30 kilometers up, it's very hard without a pointer or nav points, and it will be really hard to find Easter eggs.
Right.
Yeah.
So okay, when you're on Steam right now, and it's being voted to be greenlit on Steam. How long have you had it posted over there?
4 days.
4 days. Yeah. And how many votes do you have on it?
184.
184.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So by the time, the little bit of time we're talking, you've gotten 4 more votes.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. What okay, well, first of all, you got to get greenlit on Steam, but do you have an idea of how long we're talking about for a release date?
If I get greenlit, then I am going to go on funding on Indiegogo. So
say that one more time.
Once I get greenlit, I am going to go to funding on Indiegogo.
Okay.
Yeah, I am going to try funding. There is no harm. If I get some funds, that will be great for the game. But the game development is going to continue anyway. Even if funding fails or something, the game development is going to continue, and I am planning to release it in the maybe March 2018 as a beta. And early access will be available from this year only, like say November or December this year. The early access will be available.
Okay. The footage that we're seeing from you so far, how much of this is what you would call done, and can we expect it to change?
Footage means the trailer?
Yes.
The trailer is entirely from the survival chapter. It's taken from the survival chapter game. Right now, the survival chapter that players are playing, the trailer is actually recorded from that, so it has everything. Survival chapter, it has like base building, it has resource gathering, it has two large planets and one large planet and one moon. It has scavenging old alien bases, and it has hunting, and it has space exploration.
Ooh.
Yeah, it does not have mission system, it does not have community events, it does not have clan system or factions. That's what is missing.
Okay, and this is the demo that you have available, right?
Basically, it's in development thing, so it's not like we developed it as a demo. We just developed it as you can say we just build a current build and supplied it to people. Because after this build, we are going to add mission system into the game.
Okay.
Our idea is to make missions like have some fun, like every mission have some kind of FPS thing. You can fight and have some fun. Other than that, I have not thought any new things actually. If we get multiplayer going, then we can add most like battle royale and all that, because it's all script. It's nothing new. But first we have to get multiplayer. Other than that, it's a sandbox, and we can just go
right.
a limited area.
Yeah, it definitely looks interesting. And I downloaded the demo, so I can't wait to get in there and play around with it and see what it's like. How long have you been working on this game?
You can say from the starting, when we started the concept, it took us like 1.5 to 2 years. We are two developers. I am the tech lead actually because I have worked a lot of in gaming industry. But basically, in India, gaming industry is not oriented around 3D. It's oriented around animation and flash games and all that, and mobile games basically.
Right.
And one other junior developer who does all the scripting and all the things that I have taught him basically and prepared for that.
Yeah.
And we have one junior designer that does some 3D work, some texturing and all that. But he's also learning, you know.
Okay. Do you have plans, and I know this is a crazy question, being so early, but do you have plans to wanting this to get on like consoles?
Oh yes, of course. If we get any traction, then obviously because it's all a build and programming. And Unity also supports because PlayStation and Xbox, so it will be not that hard, I think, because it already supports it, and they are getting powerful, so it's not like we have to, you know, optimize a lot. The consoles
Right.
are already getting powerful enough that optimization is like a past thing now. Yeah, it's all depends on power, you know, because when I was making this game, when we have concepted, actually there came a stage where we were confused that why our game was not getting FPS. It's what is that? Do we have to go the low poly route just because of that not getting FPS? But later we find out that our graphics card was shit. so
Yeah.
so we researched it and then we settled on 750 Ti. That's a base graphic card, but it's very good actually.
Okay, so we're gonna get we're trying to get Stream or Greenlit on Steam,
Yeah.
rather,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna try a GoFundMe page for the game.
Yeah, basically it's Indiegogo because in India Kickstarter is not allowed. Kickstarter is only for USA and UK.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So, and then based on that, you know, if it gets funded, it does. And if it doesn't, you said you're still going to work on it.
Yeah, if it does get funded, it will be easier for us to hire more, you know, new designers and dedicated musicians to create dedicated scores, dedicated sound effects and all that, because then we will have money. If we will not get funded, then these things will get hit a little bit, you know, models and all that. But as you can see, the features are basically survival chapters plus some MMO like features. So it's not like that if we don't get funded, only a few models will be hit. Like you can say, it will be really hard to put a new boss because boss are generally very dedicated 3D models, you know, created, then properly textured, and there are a lot of animations in bosses. So these things will
Right.
be slightly hit, but our main story and MMO thing will not get hit because it's all programming and we already do programming.
I see. I see. Why? I tell you what, a space sandbox survival game with a very interesting twist. You're gonna die, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, eventually
So-
some kind of events. We have planned a few like let's for example we have planned event like there are AI in the game. Like you have sentinels in the No Man's Sky. Okay, so there is a sentinel type electronic race that is
Right.
that is now just doing its thing. It doesn't care what you are doing. It doesn't even care. But what actually happening? The empire is defending one temple type thing in certain planet. That one community event came, like say after 3 weeks, one community event came, and some commander of some mercenary division is telling you to remove the defense of that base and start a server there. Okay, and he's paying great amount of money. So you took the mission, and because it's a community event, everybody is doing the same mission, and community score is going up. When it hits the certain score, like say 300 people completed this community mission, and only 200 were required, this mission will be completed, and server will be started. What actually happened that you removed the empire's defense, started the server, and this server was actually it started, it corrupted all the AI, all the sentinels. And now these sentinels are trying to hunt every living thing, including you. And this will create an end event, and every will be attacked by these sentinels everywhere, and eventually you will die. Your experience will go totally down because you will die so many times, and you will be wiped out from the server. Basically, your name will remain, but you will then not be able to log in and play again. You are dead, basically.
Wow. So you said, I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time understanding you, but I think I followed you correctly. You said there are community missions.
Yeah.
Right? And so there's like a percentage of completion to that. So if you want me to go to A and take care of that particular mission, then other people in the community also have to go to A. And we're all working together, but we're in our separate servers.
Yeah.
But we're affecting each other's game.
Yeah, because the universe is persistence. What's the difference between a single player mission and a single player community mission? You are still playing single, but like you have to clean a city. You go there, you kill 2 bugs, and other players are also doing the same mission, killing 2 bugs. Okay, so everybody is marking that particular mission done from their side. But there are a number of people that are doing it, and if this mission is community mission, and it requires a certain number of persons to complete the mission. Once this certain number of persons exceeds, like say we require 10 persons and 10 are done, then this mission only get completed. Otherwise, it will always be incomplete, even if you have done it. But it still require other persons to complete that mission. So it's a community mission. It requires a clan to a faction to engage, come together and complete as a together mission. So that it's like that, a moon is captured by aliens, and if everybody is going there and fighting, then they will feel the heat and leave that place. It's like that.
I mean, I don't think I'm blown away. That's a really good take on the survival game. Well, you know what? I've definitely got my eyes open. I've gone over and I've gave you a vote up on Steam. Thanks. I'm going to leave the link down below in this video, and hopefully we can get some people over. Check out the game, and if you think of something you like, vote it up. Let's see if we can get this thing on Steam, and let's see where this goes.
Yeah, we were thinking to complete the mission system before the survival chapter release, so we were thinking to give a sneak peek of, but it was actually very complicated, and we have some good things, and we are definitely sure that we will do that. All that, it's not that complicated, it's just time consuming. It takes a lot of time. So we thought that this is the right time. And one thing also that pushed us was that Steam Greenlight is going to end, and we don't know how much Steam is going to ask for submissions. They may ask $5,000. So we have to push it a little bit early.
Well, Coder Bana, is there anything else you would like to add?
Well, it's that we have great ideas. We have good programmers actually, and I myself am a good programmer. We completed that in, you can say, 1 year was learning and 1 year was working. So we are very hopeful, and we think that really there is a large space community that loves space games, and we are getting some love, and definitely hoping to get some more. And we will not dishope the community. We will complete everything that we have written on our website and as our goal everywhere. That's what I want to add.
Is there any place that people can come and get like updates on what you're working on, a Twitter account or a YouTube channel or a website?
Yeah, we have everything. We have our website name is that one, Antarix.com. And that's also a actually interesting story. Our name is that one, Antarix with an RIX, but that domain was already taken with by a big company in India. So we have to settle with Antarix with RIKS.com.
Okay. Yeah. What does Antarix stand for?
Yeah, Antarix stand for space. It's just that, and it means space.
Is that okay? That's interesting. Make sure you leave the links below.
Yeah, and
or make sure you leave the links to me over on Skype, and I will put them below so everybody can have them and go check out everything you have to offer.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
Okay. All right, Coder Bana, I appreciate you coming on Cobra TV and talking about your interesting game here, and I wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you.
And keep in contact with me, and we'll have you back on the show as things start to progress even more.
Yeah, sure. I am eager to. Thank you.
All right, Coder Bana, you have a good day, okay?
And you too. Keep your fangs sharp.
Huh?
Keep your fangs sharp. You are a cobra.
Keep my fangs sharp?
Fangs. You are cobra, you know.
Oh, my fangs.
Yeah.
Okay. I will do. Thank you, Coder Bana.
Yeah. Have a good day.
All right, buddy. You take care and you stay safe.
Thank you. And have a good night. Bye.
You too, buddy.